Okay, that wasn't so convincing. Are you guys cold? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Island Hospice and Healthcare Takkie Day launch 2022. It's wonderful to see all of you guys here. Today's the launch and the week. We haven't officially opened it, Mr. Mdiwa, but I get your point. So I just want to thank all of you for coming out. I know it's very cold, but you always come out for a good cause, which is amazing. Just give yourselves a round of applause. Before further ado, I just want to acknowledge MedNet Healthcare for partnering with us in this great event. Linda and team, thank you so much. And also, Mrs. Memory Macheka, she's representing our board. And Mr. Alex Danzo, welcome. He's also representing the board. Pat, there's a very long story behind Pat. You're amazing. Thank you and welcome. Island management and staff, all corporates and partners present. I'm just going to give you a list of who we are and who they are. We've got Zol, Zim Papers Group, Baba Zonke, Serene, Dulux, AutoWorld, ZHL, Edgars, Nyaradzo, Legal Resources Foundation, Sharon Sigauke, Hospice, Kids Can Zimbabwe, Eaton and Youngs, Capital FM, Tuli Fuels, and Alliance Health. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Now I'd like to invite Mrs. Memory Macheka, our board member, to give us some opening remarks.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Good morning. Our special guest, Pat Izzat, the Managing Director of MedNet, Linda Clark, the fellow board member, Alex Danso, the Executive Director, and staff of Island Hospice and Healthcare. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to be here for this special celebration for a very special organization. Island Hospice and Healthcare was established on 3 May 1979 as the first hospice in Africa. It was established by Maureen Butterfield following the death of her teenage daughter Frances from cancer. Island operates 4 branches, that is in Bulawayo, Harare, Marondera, and Mutare. It is the lead technical partner for the Ministry of Health and Child Care in the ongoing project to integrate palliative care into the national health system. Island's vision is for a Zimbabwe where people access quality palliative and bereavement care to reduce suffering and pain and improve the quality of their lives. Our core activity is to provide palliative care and bereavement support to Zimbabweans, particularly the most vulnerable members of our society, and this is made possible through support of local corporates as well as individuals. Corporate partnerships are very key to the sustainability of Island's direct care services, and we invite those of you who are present and any others that will be watching this delayed broadcast to partner with us in this year's #Takkie Week campaign and beyond. Your generous donations will support any one of our models of care, namely home-based care, roadside clinics, hospital visits, walk-in clinics, and bereavement services. Today, we are celebrating the 24th anniversary of Takkie Day, which we have now expanded to Takkie Week, which will run from the 23rd to the 29th of May. The campaign is the brainchild of Pat Izzat, who is with us here today. She started it a year after she launched the weekly Island Hospice Walk at Borodale Racecourse. Takkie Day started with the walkers and subsequently reached out to schools through Zimbabwe Junior Squash and has since expanded to include corporates and individuals, many of who post their exploits on social media. During Takkie Week, corporates, schools, and individuals are encouraged to wear their favorite pair of Takkies and to make a donation to Ireland. We encourage them to share photographs and videos on social media platforms, making sure to add the Ireland hashtag. This is to raise awareness of Ireland and its work and hopefully to garner more support. Last year, we introduced bright-colored laces to decorate the Takkies. The laces can be bought for $1 in our offices. And this year, we've introduced limited edition Ireland branded Takkies, which can be bought for $25 per pair on a pre-order basis. I think the laces, we can all see them on our Takkies, and the limited edition Takkies are on display in the front. We are most grateful to MedNet Healthcare Consultants, our headline partners for this year's Takkie Week. Thank you, Linda, and your team for the tremendous material and moral support. We urge other corporates to follow MedNet's example. Thank you. We are here to recognize and to thank Pat for the time and energy that you have spent to support the work of the island over the past quarter of a century. Yours is a shining example of the selfless contribution to Ireland by its 400 plus volunteers. So without further ado, I now want to invite Pat to officially launch this year's Takkie Week as you pop the balloons and allow us to start Takkie Week with a bang. Thank you. Pat? I think Dorothy and the Master of Ceremonies will help you there.
Well, you can do just. Okay, pop this. Hold on. That one, yeah. All right. It's all right. Thank you. Sorry, Pat, before you go. Can I invite Miss Memory Macheka to come back and stand next to me, please? Yes, she is. You can come through. This mic it for you. I know, COVID.
Hi, all you good people. It's been an honor and a privilege to be associated with you, and I think we've got to thank Val for cajoling me into doing this. It was because I was involved with squash and I couldn't be the Island Hospice fundraiser at the same time. It would have been a conflict of interests. But I think the partnership has been very worthwhile. We've not only done walk-in Takkie Day, but we've done lots of film premieres, which have some have been very funny. But I'd just like to tell you how Takkie Day came about. I was in the squash office when a gentleman came in, chairman of one of the clubs belonging to the association, and he was wearing a very smart suit and I think the most tattiest Takkies that I'd ever seen in my life. And we said to him, "This looks a little bit different. What are you doing?" And he explained about Takkie Day, which apparently happened in South Africa. I don't know if it's still happening at malls, where they'd put somebody on the entrance to the mall and fine them or tax them. And so we thought, that's quite a good plan. And so Takkie Day started. So thank you all for your support, and thank you all for allowing me to continue. Okay, bye.
Pat? Just a small token of appreciation from the Island Hospice and Healthcare and the team. I think you can move to the front for pictures. Probably turn it around so that people can see. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, sure. So these drawings were done by our young carers. As Island, we support young children who unfortunately find themselves taking care of a family member who may be ill, and they have to take up some of the senior duties in the home. So we provide psychosocial support for these children. And they came in sometime, I think about 5 years ago, and they had a workshop, an art workshop, and these were some of their expressions.
Round of applause, everybody. Thank you, thank you. You can take a seat. Thank you. Round of applause, everybody. Thank you. I would like to call upon our Executive Director, Mr. Madiwa Mdara, to come and give us closing remarks.
Thank you, Nama. My remarks really are just to propose a vote of thanks to various people. But first, I'd like to acknowledge and thank our two directors for being here, Ms. Macheka and Mr. Danzo. I want to also acknowledge and thank Linda Clark for being here. And then obviously our special guest of honor, Pat Izzet. Thank you very much for being here. As has been mentioned before, Island Hospice relies on the support of many individuals and organizations, many of whom are here today. But I want to take this opportunity to especially thank MedNet, as we already have. They have really supported this organization. Liquid Home, or ZOL, because they provide us with communication, with internet, and for free, and email, gratis. Our media partners, Zim Papers Group. Our media partners, Bamba Zonke, represented is Mike. No, Mike is not here. Mike Garden. I want to thank especially Mark Deventer for the sound system, providing the sound system today. Our volunteers present, as I think Memory mentioned earlier on, Island, we could not do what we do without our volunteers. We employ just under 40 people, but we have throughout the country in various different capacities over 400 volunteers. They are the backbone of the work that we do. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them all very much. Of course, Island staff in all our branches for their support of this event, but also their support year-round. I think that if you consider, and I'll get in trouble with my board for saying this, but I think that our staff are probably the greatest donors to Island. They're worth maybe 2-3 times what we are able to pay them. So I want to acknowledge and thank our staff. So a big thank you to all of those corporates that are represented, the schools that are here present. Thank you very much for coming. We hope that we can enjoy support from you, not just for this event, but throughout the year and beyond. And finally, I want to thank our Master of Ceremonies, Nama. Thank you very much. And thank you also to Studio 46 for doing this. This will be put on internet on delayed broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and please join us for tea and refreshments. Thank you.
I believe Mr. Madiwa got all of us about tea and refreshments. I saw the smiles underneath the masks. So just to remind you all to follow Island Hospice and Healthcare on all social media platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and even like the YouTube channel. And on that note, we're officially launched. Enjoy. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who love pictures like me, we would like to take a group picture of our Takkies or of yourselves if you want, but the Takkies more importantly. Thank you.